With every great white shark attack, there are correlating conditions. Well, it's been 201 great white shark attacks since the year 2000 around Australia. So with the data that we have at BiteMetrix, we can give you a real-time probability of an increased risk in your area of a great white shark attack.
BiteMetrix. What?
Com.
Know before you paddle out. Oh my gosh, I love this.
Upwellings, what are bite files? They're people that have been bitten. Am I in there?
Oh, this one, I know this one, Seal Rocks. I've gone out to that island heaps.
Wherever there's upwellings, there's going to be a huge amount of different species all the way through the marine food web. So I think using upwellings is very clever.
There's a few different types of upwellings that we monitor around the Australian coastline that affect conditions. One of the ones we see a lot of on the east coast
is an ocean current that's going to spin clockwise in a cyclonic motion, which will dredge the depths of the ocean, bringing cooler water. One, great white sharks love the cool water, they are a cool water shark. And two, phytoplankton to the surface and create a bloom, which brings in zooplankton. Bait fish feed on zooplankton, the bigger fish feed on the bait fish. And at the top of that cycle is the great white shark.
I think actually the idea that they can see a risk level, it gives them more of an opportunity to go, do I really need to go for a surf today?
I was predicting high probabilities of shark attacks in areas just to a few of my mates, and these things would occur. The outcomes of these predictions have been and are confronting.
Bang from underneath, like I had no idea what hit me. I got thrown off the board.
Because it happens so quick and just comes out of nowhere.
And I screamed out for Joel and he just paddled me in. Like we both kept talking to each other saying, he's gone now. And we're like, yeah, I know. But he wasn't. He was like swirling around.
Yeah, terrifying. I don't want to put myself or anyone in a situation like that.
My leg was starting to hurt and I touched it and my hand came away covered in blood. And then there was a bit of panic in my voice then and I said to Joel, I've just been bitten by a shark.
This platform's not about terrifying anybody. This is an educational site that's making the information that is available easily accessible to the public.
Would have liked to have known that there would have been these combi-sized sharks around.
My 2 decades of research was made up of time on the water, studying graphs, satellite imagery, upwelling temperature, salinity levels, nutrient levels, historical shark catch data, every shark attack broken down, analysed, the days leading up to every shark attack, all combined to create the reports.
Research is all important. So you've clearly found lots of different places to get that data from, all scientifically valid.
We're not saying don't use the ocean, there's definitely going to be an attack. No one can predict exactly when there's going to be an attack. What we can do is tell you that there's a lot higher risk on one day due to oceanographic factors and seasonality and migratory patterns as compared to another day.
You know, we shouldn't have to kill animals so that you can feel safe. Most people, most surfers would adopt that because it just means they're taking more responsibility, but they also feel safer.
I've seen attacks happen over the last 4 or 5 years. I knew there was an increased risk in that area at that time. Something that you know about has affected somebody's life. Worst case scenario, they're no longer with us. That was my drive to build this thing.
It's like, you know, if you know the risk and assess the risks, it's pretty genius.
I think people would be crazy not to get on board with you, actually.
I'd have a look weekly for sure, like, because if each week the report comes out and it says there's a high risk in this area now, maybe I'll pad the odds in my favour and surf somewhere else. Don't know. Depends how good the waves are.